Welcome to another Founder Wisdom Pod. We have Bogdan Predusca with us today. Bogdan is a tech entrepreneur, is a product leader, is the founder at Hyperhuman. It's a venture capital-backed B2B SaaS platform using AI to simplify video production for the health and fitness industry. It's been in product management pretty much like his full career. He's founded a couple of businesses as well. So Bogdan, welcome to the pod. Tell me a bit more about yourself and what you're up to nowadays.
Yeah, thanks for having me. I couldn't share these things better than you. Thanks for the intro. So super passionate about tech and tech products in general. Been through many transformative waves in my career, from mobile cloud, big data, you name it, and now of course AI. I strongly believe that tech should be built for enabling and solving problems, enabling people to solve problems. I believe in valuable products that have real impact on our everyday life. So as you have seen, founded a few companies in the past, now 5 years at Hyperhuman, the content production infrastructure for the digital health and fitness industry.
Right. And you went from a product guy to having your own startup. Why not continue like in all these products role?
Yeah, I think that's the natural profile of a product manager, if you like, or the other way around. So you can be an entrepreneur or an entrepreneur. Both are comfortable for me, and both have challenges, opportunities, and fun things that you can do. I'm always exploring new things. I'm always trying not to be, to put aside things that are uncomfortable, like entrepreneurship. But in general, yes, I do believe that product management is a mix of entrepreneurship and intrapreneurship. And I've seen and met a lot of people that were both founders and, of course, product people.
Right. And tell me about the smartwatch role that you've occupied at Fitbit and a bunch of other companies. Like I have this ultra watch. I'm an ultra runner. And basically, I think it's pretty bad product. I think it's just that there's no other better options out there. It's just really confusing, serious shit, as you know. And it's just a bad product, like it's you try, there's like too many clicks to get to a destination. The user's not like put in mind, and Apple had trillions of dollars to invest, in these divisions. So why are we still at the dark ages when it comes to smartwatches? Or at least maybe that one is pretty bad. Maybe you have other ones to suggest that are better.
So hardware is always hard, and building a consumer product is even harder. It's funny, everyone thinks it's still dark ages, but I've seen it all from the beginnings. Smartwatches were always something in the middle. People love or hate them. Use cases are very different: more activity, more sleep, more health, or just everyday glancing and notifications and stuff like that. So nailing the right experience is a challenge. I strongly believe in contextual interaction with the wearable, not very much into, let's say, another screen where we just go through menus and slides and stuff like that. So I think it's a sweet spot that is hard to find. Apple, like a large consumer brand, wants to cover as many segments as possible. And through this, let's say, challenge, you get into the frustration of too much maybe on the wrist, and that is not needed. So we've seen it also many years ago at the Vector Watch startup, which was one of the first European-based smartwatches that were founded. That was all about contextual, in the moment, glanceable information, more a watch than let's say, a gadget. Fitbit was in between, a health device, fitness device, but a consumer friendly and less noise on the wrist. It's funny to see that now, very like in many industries and many products, every let's say brand or product has its own segment or its own niche that is serving. It's hard to be. We are all living in bubbles, very small bubbles, so we will always find our own product.
And give me the pitch about Hyperhuman. Where did the idea came from, and what specific pain points are you solving there?
Yeah, it was spring 2020 in one evening where, of course, I've been in the digital health and fitness industry for a while now. Started also another company many years ago in Dallas, Texas. Um, it was always something that I was seeing in terms of reinventing the wheel, how content is being produced, the monolithic videos versus how the future should look like interactively, like knowing the audience, adapting to the audience, not the monolithic videos that people enjoy at home or on the phone or wherever they want. So we want to be streamlining the whole end-to-end content production, delivery, measuring, and of course monetization for companies, letting them focus on their core experiences, core offerings, and removing this, let's say, complexity, because like Stripe is doing payment, it's simplifying payments for companies. We are the Stripe for content production, delivery, and monetization for companies. So that was 2020. Then, of course, the new wave of video AI was enabling to transform the videos. No more cutting, no more editing, uh, labeling, knowing what's in the video, and then, of course, having a like a Lego block system and delivery infrastructure to personalize and deliver the content in any formats, any channels. So 5 years fast forward, a lot of lessons learned, a lot of challenges, but also a lot of exciting things that we been through.
So basically, I just record myself doing a workout, right? I even have these on my YouTube as an athlete myself, like hits and so forth. And your platform, it cuts it and it optimizes it so that I can sell it better to my customers.
Yeah, we our mission is to make world's health and fitness video content universally accessible, usable, and profitable. So basically, taking all the raw footage, extracting, labeling, and giving it back as a Lego block system, plus the tooling and AI layers on top of it to produce and deliver. But it's both your footage, you can use our stock footage, so it's always a mix between them. We are not generating avatars or stuff like that, because people connect to real people, even in videos.
Right. And tell me about the pricing plans, like the logic behind them. So it starts at, let's see here, 179. Isn't that a lot of money for the classic like fitness influencer? I don't know this the fitness studio owner.
No, so I think the audience are usually SMBs, so small to medium sized businesses that already have an offering, an on demand training or wellness or fitness offering, from I don't know, weight management to consumer fitness to connected hardware companies. Um, if you already have an audience, it's really cost intensive to produce, to store, to deliver, to build the whole infrastructure around it. And our pricing is centered around a content volume, so how much you produce, and the delivery volume, how big is your audience, what channels do you want to use in terms of delivery.
Right. And then it's 4K for like help with setup and 15% fee. Don't you feel this is like way too much vs like Stripe's 3%?
So the if you look back on what the pricings are for Google Pay or Google Play or iPhone or Apple, to take even higher commissions, many companies, if you are streamlining and making it that easy for customers to enjoy your services, we do this for our companies. Uh, you should be able to afford this commission. It's one of the lowest compared to other companies and platforms. I think, if not the lowest commission.
Because you help them create your app. Is that what you're saying?
So we imagine the whole infrastructure from producing the content, but the content needs to be delivered to the right audience. So we provide the multi options in terms of channels and also ways of putting paywalls for people to access different levels of content, from individual workouts to, of course, programs to a lot of other capabilities that you get. But again, these are all configurable. Companies can have their own paywall. We are the infrastructure that can use our APIs to deliver the content inside of their own ecosystem.
Nice. And you also have like a free plan so that they can try them out. Like how many free users do you
Yeah,
have?
that's funny. We always had this vision of having always a free basic service. Uh, Recently, I just got today an email from one of the SaaS platforms that I'm using for analytics, and we were just using a basic free tier. They are sunsetting it in 1 month. So many SaaS businesses, I think it's a trend that I'm seeing in the last 6 months, are actually stopping any free package. We do have this free offer where if you are a very small online coach or content creator, you can use 30 minutes of and delete and reuse it just to get growing and of course get to a reasonable audience where it makes sense. But like I said, our sweet spot are SMBs that already have larger audiences, already have core on-demand health, wellness, and fitness offerings attached as main service or as linked to their core product. So we do have a lot of case studies that show the impact of the fast ways of producing, delivering, and of course measuring the impact of the content.
Right. And how do you rank up against Trainerize, or is that not a competitor?
It's a funny thing because Trainerize is basically a training spreadsheet plus client management platform. It's actually we are a video first multimedia personalization uh, and content production platform. So it's basically, if you like, the complementary part of ours. But we recently introduced also the client management just to give our clients the one-stop shop for from project production to the delivery and the monetization. But again, we started multimedia first, personalization, not monolithic. I think this is the future, and you see that the interactive videos, the smart videos, the AI on the fly generation of real content based on your profile, your goals, your needs is the future. And this is the only way of making it smart by first labeling it and then giving the tools to produce and deliver.
Right. Interesting. And yeah, how's been the growth in the last 4 years? Because I guess COVID was pretty strong boost, right? Like everyone wanted to work out from their home. There was all these new trainers. Has the growth remained steady even up to 2025?
Not even close to that. So we founded actually December 2020, started officially in January 2021. So it's almost 1 year after COVID started. Our first live version was 9 months since we incorporated. So it took a while to build this end-to-end infrastructure and a solution around it. The industry changed 10 times, 20 times during all these years. There were a lot of unsustainable consumer products and fitness apps and nutrition and wellness and you name it, which didn't have the plan to what's post-COVID. There is always this mix of hybrid training. People do love to also get out, get in the gym, get outdoor or whatever. We are the infrastructure business for this any kind of company, so we are growing with the market, and we still operate in this space of do you have an audience, do you continuously create, and there is this content fatigue concept, so people get bored after weeks, months of getting the same content every time from their supplier, so they need to refresh their content. So it's always a demand of new fresh content. It's about the companies that do have ways of building a healthy business around it.
And how do you acquire your customers? What's your go-to-market motion?
Oh, it's a very complex one. No, we don't have the budget anymore to do any commercial activities. So no paid ads, no branded content in different sources. We tried many things, learned that simply by word of mouth by putting some effort into the organic discovery part. We integrated and partnered up with Wix.com many years ago, 3 years or 4 years ago. That's one of our integration options. So it's basically now organic with some direct sales activities done by the founders for the larger clients.
Interesting. And yeah, tell me a bit more about your top goals as a CEO, a day in your life. Like, what does it look like?
I think the top goal is to make a healthy business out of this idea and out of any startup. So if you're not comfortable with that, there is a saying in Texas, no margin, no business. So you need to have a way to be a capital efficient and make reasonable money without always finding the next investor, next round, and next way to mitigate things that you don't actually do on your end. So my goal is just to build a healthy business, a sustainable business, and a profitable business.
Interesting. And yeah, like this business, I mean, you target coaches, right? Like, and fitness businesses. So, like, aren't these people already equipped to create like their own videos and workouts, like using WordPress and a simple login? Or am I wrong? And are these people like not technical at all and they just want to outsource it and have it easy and pay for that?
Both. So trainers are not necessarily, individual trainers are not necessarily our main goal or main target, main segment. Companies, SMBs, so rising stars of the digital health, wellness, and fitness industry are our main audiences because they already have a platform, a product, a service, and an audience that they need to cater content for. If you don't have an audience, then we are not a marketplace between consumers and bringing new clients in. So that's why maybe Trainerize is better for them. So again, our ideal customers are SMBs from this industry, from connected hardware to nutrition providers, wellness solutions, consumer fitness apps that are in the hundreds of thousands or tens of thousands of members in terms of size of their audience. For the trainers, yes, they don't. A standard solution is not working for an industry like the digital health and wellness industry. You need specialized content production tools, specialized ways of producing a type of content that you don't get in the Vimeo or I don't know, Adobe video editor and other stuff, which are generic and more complex. This is hand built for the industry. This is specially made to be providing all the smart and small stuff that make impact on your audience.
Right. And what are your thoughts about Apple Fit? What features do you like about it? And yeah, do you feel it's been a very profitable business for them in the last couple of years since they launched?
To be honest, I don't really know because I'm not an Apple Fit client. My inspiration is Nike Training Club, which I loved many years. I was doing all the stuff there. So my idea or inspiration was how can every smaller company be producing that type of content easy, fast, and not spend millions on that. And we tried to reverse engineer all the ingredients and put it under an end-to-end solution for our clients. So still loving that, but still using also other products, mostly ours, because I eat my own dog food in terms of consumer fitness experience. But Nike Training Club was and is my North Star in terms of experience and the content that you need to have.
Interesting. And yeah, what does your fitness regimen looks like as a founder CEO? How do you keep yourself healthy on a daily basis?
I have a routine. We launched also the capability of producing, of course, workouts, but also programs. I'm on a program trying to do at least 4-5 days per week. And a workout, mixing it. I'm a runner since all my life. I'm one of the early users of Runtastic, so I have many, many miles or kilometers in that app, using also Nike Run. So you need to do it and have at least 1 hour buffer and disconnect from everything, because that's where all the ideas and noise gets, let's say, removed during that 1 hour of your own time.
Interesting. Well, Bogdan, thank you for coming on. Where can people find out more about you?
So my LinkedIn, hyperhuman.cc, is the easiest way to discover us and to find me. I'm usually always an email away or a message away.
That was Bogdan and Charles for another founder